Come along, children. Now we're going to have a little music, like old times.
新闻以上不配合检查。哦。同志，这里现在一起，赶紧防疫防疫管部队，请你熄火，配合检查。请配合检查，配合熄火，配合检查。好。配合熄火，下车配合检查。
到这儿了。
配合你保动，配合检查。
放过来。
配合检查，配合检查是。
我来别。
配合检查。放开。
放开我。放开我。
So that's how they do it in China.
That's wild, literally.
That's what we're going to start doing with the therapist anytime. We're just going to come in, and if they have, we're going to check their temperature, and if the temperature is like over like 1 degree, we're just going to grab a big fish net and just snatch them in.
Look like a freaking dog napper in there.
You're not working today. You're not working today. So how you been, Charleen? It's really good to see you.
I've been good. I've been really well.
You've been working for me for how long now?
8 years now.
It's been 8 years. I don't think I've probably seen you like over the last month. It's just been like, it's been like so busy just dealing with the locations and the whole coronavirus scare and everything that's been going on. What's going on in your life? I know you got a new dog. Called him Lunchbox.
Yes, I have a new dog. I figured that would be better than having a child. But no, I was wrong because the potty training is not going as well as I thought it would be. So, but yeah, I got a new dog. Recently got engaged and yeah, things are going good, and I'm moving within the next year. So, hopefully trying to build my empire little by little, and, things are going good.
Build your empire is like Empire Strikes Back, like Star Wars, Jedi.
It's more on the Star Wars Jedi side for sure.
Bring Lunchbox over. I like him. He's a cute dog. I want to see if my cat Tootsie will you can feed him to him or something.
Yeah, he's great, man. Just those type of dogs in general, I love them. They've been one of my favorite dogs since I was a kid. So, got one when I was 18. Her name's Mandy 420. I can't forget about her because that's my number one. Number one, yes. Yeah. Only a face a mother can love. So, but they're good dogs. They're really good dogs.
I like your hair. It's very nice. What is that? What color is that? Like a light shade of
honestly,
fuchsia, pink.
This shit needs to get colored. Okay, it's like a in between pastel. It's getting very light right now because I haven't colored it recently, but thank you. I will take that compliment and run with it.
Well, it's less interesting than what it looked like when you came in and first worked for me. I remember when you came in 8 years ago for an interview, you came in and you had it was like a big purple hair, all like spiked and everything. It was definitely an interesting look. I'm thinking, do I interview this person? And then you did a great interview. So we kind of said, just chop the hair off a little bit, change the color, and you're good to go. Welcome to Happy Head.
Yes. That was, I was in beauty school, and of course it was my senior year, and I had this really cool instructor, and he ended up cutting hair really, really cool. And of course I had to be the guinea pig, and I was like, yeah, do whatever you want. And he butchered me where I looked like one of those old school 60 rock bands. The hair was all blown out, like I just touched probably an electrocute fence or something. But yeah, I was kind of worried at first because I was like, here I am going job hunting, and I look like a rock star, one of those porn rock stars. Porn rock stars.
A porn rock star. I don't think I've seen so many porn rock stars with the purple hair, but it worked for you. You got the job, so obviously something worked out. But I wanted to bring you out here today because I know a lot of people are worried about the coronavirus thing, and we're kind of taking all sorts of measures, like I'm sure a lot of businesses are doing right now. And I think a lot of the measures, we were already doing a lot of different things to make sure that that everything's always clean and there's no transmission of whether it's coronavirus or any flu. And I think a lot of businesses are doing that as well. But it looks like, people want to know exactly what we are doing. So that's kind of why I wanted to bring you here today and just kind of go over it, because we've had Happy Head now. This is going on I think it's almost 10 years.
Yeah, absolutely.
We opened the first location 10 years ago. That was in Hillcrest.
Yes.
Which I remember the landlord gave us a hell of a time because of the Happy Head name.
Oh, that landlord. Yeah, she's a character. She's a character.
Yeah, I remember she's like, where'd you come up with the Happy Head name? So I had to kind of, do you know that story about how we came up with the name?
Yeah, that's one of my favorites, just because I always get a lot of customers who ask about Happy Head and, just originally where you guys came from and where you guys started off as, and, going to these massage places back in the day, and you guys.
Well, let me give you the story from the horse's mouth.
Okay.
So you know exactly what it was. I was in Vietnam with my girlfriend, and we were kind of checking out the different massage parlors and stuff. And there was a lot of them. They did a service called Vietnamese head massage, where they you lay down on this bed, and then your head is kind of laying on a little tiny bathtub. It's almost like when you wash your hair at the salon.
Mm-hmm.
But what they'll do is they'll massage your head, and then they'll wash your hair at the same time, and then they put your whole head into like this thing of bubbles. So all you hear is like these little bubbles popping, and then they massage your head. I gotta say, it was like the best experience ever. I thought it was an amazing experience. I'm like, why don't they do that in the States? And I remember I came back to the States. I'm like, hey, I want to go get a massage, like I had in Vietnam. Well, I couldn't find anything where they did like the head massage at all. But, you got all the massage parlors on Convoy, all of like what we call kind of like the Asian style or the Asian massage parlors. And, man, every time I went to them, it was always the same problem. Nobody spoke any English at the front desk. The places were scary dirty. I mean, if they had coronavirus back then, I don't think you'd have a single one of them opening at the time whatsoever. Yeah. And I'm like, somebody's got to do it a little bit differently. So that's where I came up with the idea of taking that concept, which is the Asian style massage, and just making it way better. Just making it a lot cleaner, a lot better. Still maintain a similar price point where it's very, very affordable, where people can come in, without an appointment. They can still do walk-ins, and open 7 days a week, from 10 a.m. to 9 p.m. And it's worked out pretty well.
Yeah, absolutely. And our whole motto is you get a great massage without the small price. And I think that's, overall, when customers come in, they have that luxury of, the receptionist being able to be attentive and coming in with all the nice decor and the cleanliness and everything. It really sets off us from the rest of the other massage parlors, technically, what you say, in that area. So
yeah, it's been good.
We're doing great.
We got some pretty good reviews, especially when we opened and as we went along. Of course, we had that one review for Bob, who said he gave us 1 star because he asked the therapist to touch it, and she didn't touch it. So I suggest, Bob, if you want your therapist to touch it, Craigslist back page, if it's still up, maybe you'll find somebody to touch it. I don't know, but not at Happy Head. So I remember when I opened the first one, we put up the sign Happy Head, and the landlord just flipped out. She's like, that sounds like happy endings. I'm like, that's what it's supposed to sound like. I mean, we're making some jokes about it. She didn't find it too funny though, so we had to change it. For the first 6 months, it was called Happy Hands, which sounded more sexual to me than Happy Head. I don't know why, because Happy Head was, it sounded funny, but Happy Hands is kind of like, I don't know. What are they doing with those hands? So we had to do that for 6 months, and then she saw how busy we were getting and how much the customers liked it, and she had her own like friends and family coming over and checking it out and getting massages. So eventually we were able to
move back,
give the original Happy Head name, which which was great, and that's obviously something that people remember.
And what about customers? I mean, do they have any thoughts of the whole name when you guys first opened?
Yeah, they find it funny. Obviously, if you're gonna call your place Happy Head, you're not gonna be doing happy endings there.
Gotta be realistic.
It's like, do you really want to invite the police? I remember we were getting a police permit, and they're looking at the name Happy Head. They're like, are you serious? I mean, are you seriously gonna open a place called the Happy Head? I'm like, I'm doing it. We're going with Happy Head. So it worked out. Yeah, it worked out pretty well. It's been a good business. Before that, I had a chiropractic office. I was a chiropractor.
I do remember the chiropractor. Yes.
I guess I got tired of the snap, crackle, pop, and would rather just get a relaxing massage instead.
And how often do you get massages?
I get very little time just because I work so much. I'll try to get a massage about every 2 weeks. 2 weeks. And I know everybody who works there, they get them way more often just because they got the time for it and it's a little bit better. But I try to get it every 2 weeks. The best job here has to be the person who tests all the new therapists. I think is probably the best job. All they do is just get massage all day and say, was it a good massage or was it a bad massage? So if anybody's looking for that job, it's taken. I don't think that person's ever gonna. I don't think that person's ever gonna quit. So, what's your day job? I get massage from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. Yeah, it's a great job. So we got the Corona scare virus, which is one I really wanted to bring up because I obviously started noticing customers would come in and they start asking questions, and they're the same questions that I would ask. How do you know your therapists don't have it? What do you guys do to keep the place clean, to make sure that that none of this is going on? And we've always kept the place clean regardless, and we're still following pretty similar procedures. We're just trying to double up and triple up on it. just to put everybody at ease. So what are some of the things that, I know you're running a lot of the locations now, what's some of the stuff that you got going on to, to make sure that this crazy thing doesn't spread out?
Yeah, we're just making sure that we stay on top of cleanliness. Those are one of the things where, we want to make sure from the beds to the towels and everything's being changed out, and the laundry, and also disinfecting in the front, because that's really important. People coming in and being sick and, coughing, because obviously that's one of the main things where it's easy for anybody to come in contact with it. So, and of course, making sure that our receptionists are also, healthy along with our staff. And if they do feel like they're feeling underneath the weather, they're more than welcome to use their sick days and call out, just for them to be also well taken care of before coming back into work, because we want to make sure that, nobody else gets sick or anything in the process. But
you hear that, employees? So if you're sick, do not come in. You're not going to get fired. Okay, unless we catch you partying the night before, then it might be a problem.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, they'll probably use it as an excuse to be like, yeah, I'm sick. Can't come in.
I saw there's this one restaurant in San Diego. I don't remember the name of it, but what they've been doing is they've been I guess they've been checking customer temperatures before they come in. And I don't think I'm going to get to that extent. I've considered testing the employees' temperatures though. When they start the workday and they leave the workday.
We had a couple customers mention it. Maybe ask.
Yeah. Except I checked the thermometers at Amazon and they're running for like 10 times as much. So we're gonna buy several of them regardless, and we'll start it, and then we'll check their temperature. And if their temperature is just like 1 degree more than what it's supposed to be, I'm gonna do it just like that video in China. I'm gonna grab the net and like snag them over the head,
capture them, and
just
put them in,
them.
and we would just quarantine them on one of the rooms where we don't use. Yeah,
that would be pretty bad. Or a better suggestion is, hey, if you're not feeling well, you got a bit of a fever, just don't come to work. That's kind of like the best way to do it. But that's something we're going to keep pushing. They obviously should not be working if they're sick, and that's really, really important. Another thing we implemented, I noticed a lot of the therapists have been wearing masks. Is that something that we started providing?
Yeah, so we want to make sure that all of our therapists, they actually have a mask. If the customers ask for the mask to be provided, we are more than happy to do that. We just want to make sure that everybody's taking proper precautions and making everybody feel comfortable in the process. So that's one of the things where we have put on our website, where we want to make sure that if people feel more comfortable with their therapist wearing a mask, it's there for them. And we have no issues providing it.
Yeah, except for there's a shortage of masks now. So it was actually a good thing. Before this happened, I kind of saw this coming. So I ended up, it was a policy that we started implementing pretty early. Even actually before the coronavirus thing started, I started buying boxes of masks for the therapist.
Yeah, I've seen all the boxes that were there. I was like, what are all these masks for? And I knew you were coming
Well,
prepared.
because, when you're getting a massage, the therapist is over you. And, I don't know. I mean, sometimes I feel more comfortable just, hey, just cover your face. Maybe it's a little bit safer. Or,
yeah, absolutely.
Don't talk to me. I don't want to hear you chewing gum. So we started providing masks early, and now it looks like there's a shortage of masks. So I think I'm going to start a new mask business, like a high-end mask business. We're going to do like Louis Vuitton, maybe.
Oh, I can see that running. Yeah, I can see
like some
people buying
cartoon
those.
character, SpongeBob. Just put a mask with a hole. I'm always hungry. All sorts of stuff.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, this stuff's getting out of control. We're really getting a lot of people coming in and just asking about it, and how we're disinfecting beds, and where are the therapists all coming from China? I'm like, no, they're not coming from China. They've been here already. Are they quarantined? Like, do you know if they're gonna? They're just asking extremely just crazy questions that sometimes even the receptionists are even like, what are these people on? Like,
wait, here's the funny thing, because I understand people are all worrying and they're freaking out, and I went to I was in Los Angeles, and I went to the Chinatown area over there, and it's dead. I mean, there's just nobody going out there. So I can understand the concerns. The funny thing is we're still pretty busy, because I think what's happening is a lot of people are going less to some of the what you call kind of like the dirtier hole-in-the-wall massage parlors, because they don't want to risk transmitting the disease, and they're trying to go to cleaner places, but they still want it to be affordable, and the Happy Head is pretty much the main one to do that.
I definitely see that. I see a lot of our foot traffic coming in from those areas as well, just because, again, those places, they are affordable, more than affordable, very cheap, I'd say. And when you're getting with cheap, you're getting not sanitary, they don't sanitize their beds, scabies, things like that, where obviously you can pick up something very quickly. And so now they're flowing back over here because, again, we're affordable and we're clean.
Yeah. So I know that was a big question. Do we hire people if they just came from China? No, none of them want to go to China right now. None of them want to go there. None of them are coming from there. I mean, it's pretty much, nobody's going here or that.
They're just as scared. I don't think they're even going to move or anything like that. So
The funny thing is, I think our therapists are more scared of each other than they are the customers.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
As soon as we get like a new employee comes in, we'll have like 20 of the therapists run up and start asking us like 20 questions. How long have they been here? Have they come from China? I'm like, listen, they all follow the same rules that you do. Okay. They haven't been in China in a very long time. So if they caught it, they probably caught it from you.
Oh my goodness. I think that what ended up happening to a couple of our employees that just, they had really big concerns about it and, kind of sheltering them out of the group and everything like that, knowing that, they racist. Yeah.
Wow.
I'm just like, wow, your own people. Okay.
That's pretty messed up. That's pretty messed up. Look at that. You get
my
coronavirus and then they're capturing you with nets and doing all sorts of
Yeah. They
crazy
want nothing
stuff.
to do with you after that. So yeah. Obviously.
Yeah, well, here's the thing about coronavirus, which is funny, because I've spent a lot of time, because we're in the health industry, so I just spent a lot of time, researching it and looking it up. And one, it's not the most deadliest disease. This isn't like when you get Ebola and like half your body starts to melt. It is similar to the flu. It seems to last longer.
Same.
The rate of people dying from it versus how many actually get it. It seems like the flu and other diseases are a lot more dangerous. I think as it comes out more, you'll start to see people are going to go probably on the news and YouTube and say, I had coronavirus. This is how I felt during that time.
Yeah.
And I think that'll actually put people at ease. They're just right now, it's still so new for people. Nobody knows how you get it. They don't know if you can get it in the mail. They don't know if you can get it from the doorknob, and people are freaking out. I notice I'm washing my hands. I'm washing my face. Nobody wants to shake my hand anymore. I'm like, what the heck is going on? Are you religious? You don't shake hands? What's happening here?
I've been seeing that too. I was taking it personally at first.
Yeah, you got to come up with a new shake. I'm like kicking feet and going back and forth. And you start freaking out. You start panicking. Like I was in LA over the weekend. And I'm like, I started hearing like an ambulance. Like every hour would go by.
Oh, wow.
I'm like, man, that's a lot of ambulances all day. There's like an ambulance every single hour. I'm like, it must be coronavirus. and probably it's always been like that. There's always been an ambulance. I just never paid attention to it. And now it's... I'm thinking, this has got to be coronavirus. Some elderly lady was by a store and she passed out. So the ambulance came.
Oh man, picked her up like.
Just picked her up and dragged her. Not like in China with the net. They just picked her up, took her away in the ambulance. She was probably feeling ill. But of course, everybody who was in the parking lot watching this, everybody was 1,000% sure that it's coronavirus. Like she has coronavirus. They're dropping in the streets.
They're all disinfecting themselves. They're pulling out their Lysol and their hand sanitizer.
You gotta watch it. Yeah, and it's definitely a contagious disease. What makes it really bad is it's really contagious. And it doesn't really show symptoms that quickly. So you could be almost asymptomatic, and it seems like you might be able to still transmit it to other people.
Yeah, absolutely. That's why everybody's worried about it.
Yeah, it is definitely easy to pass to other people, but then so is the flu, so is the cold.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think about 10 days ago in Italy, they had 600 cases.
Oh, wow.
And then today, they have 10,000 cases.
Okay. And they're over there quarantining people. And
guess how many cases they have today in the U.S.? 600 cases, just like Italy had 10 days ago. So I wouldn't be shocked if 10 days from now, we're going to see 10,000 cases in the U.S., but in the U.S., that'll freak out a lot of people. I mean, people are going to go nuts. So you're going to see a lot of people not going to want to leave the house. Amazon is probably going to be, I think
everybody's already getting prepared. I mean, the lines at the stores were ridiculous, and it was for, very basic things in regards to Lysol, toilet paper, noodles, rice, water. Everybody's just getting prepared, I think, for the worst right now. So
yeah, there's limits like on toilet paper.
Yeah.
There's some crazy stuff going on. So I don't think it's going to get, I don't think panic wise it's going to get better. But realistically, look, like everything else you're probably looking at, they already started to do test trials for the vaccine. So how long does that take to actually, start using it? Yeah, start using it in public and making sure that it's safe, because they don't want to give somebody a vaccine right now for the coronavirus and then 6 months later they're getting cancer and they're like, what the heck? You just gave the entire population cancer over this coronavirus thing.
Yeah, being able to really, really play it out, think it out. And, everybody's just right now, they're at the worst right now with just knowing how many outbreaks are going around. And that, again, like you said, they don't know where it's how it's affecting everybody.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I've been watching the news, researching on it. So there's definitely some things that everybody can do to protect themselves, not just, in the massage parlor as far as happy, but just in general. One, washing your hands regularly. And these are all things that you should be doing anyway, but washing your hands regularly. The biggest one, it seems like, is touching your face. Touching your face, that
big one.
seems
I
like
think
how
everybody
it's,
just touches their
how it's
face on a regular
transmitted.
basis.
Yeah, it's how it's transmitted. So, yeah, touching your face is going to be a big one. Try not to touch it. Have someone else touch it then. No, that probably won't work either. That might give you the coronavirus, would it?
Yeah, I
Like if
think
you get
so.
poked in the eye, like somebody pokes in the eye after like not washing their hands in the bathroom.
Oh, that would be bad.
That would be pretty bad.
That would be really bad.
Yeah.
Ugh.
So really important. This is what we do with all of our therapists. They have to wash their hands before the massage. They have to wash their hands after the massage. We have them washing their hands during the massage when they go in and carry the buckets and move them around. And so basically, as soon as they've made contact with anything, before they put their hands on a customer, we want them washing their hands. Other things that I definitely want you to implement and keep doing. All of the foot buckets, again, same thing. They have to be washed.
Yeah.
After each and every customer. And again, we've been doing this all before, but right now it's just constantly just constant reminders, just making sure. The foot buckets, we also use liners, so you don't have to
that
worry
helps
about
out a
that.
lot too. And with very disposable, we throw them out.
Yeah.
We throw away after each use.
Towels, sheets, washed after each use. Table, spray down
Yeah,
after
we
each use.
just restocked up on Lysol wipes, so that.
Yeah, Lysol, maybe another one to invest in. Front desk, same thing. It's not even just the the therapist. It's the receptionist. They're constantly on the phones using the desk. So, if you work at an office, be courteous to other people. Make sure you clean your phone after use. Make sure you clean down your table. Maybe bring your own pen. The way I see it is whatever, especially in the work environment, whatever you're touching, if you know that somebody else is going to put their hands on it, and then I suggest either bring your own or just make sure you're cleaning it. And you can do all that and still there's a possibility of getting it. But I mean, the good thing is, and this is something you got to understand, you're probably not going to die from it. And from what I've been seeing from some of the stuff, and again, you sometimes can't believe everything you see on TV, but from some of the stuff that I've been seeing is, it's not as bad as what it's made out to be. The worst thing you got to really worry about is the elderly population, because this seems to affect people who have a low immunity. They're already kind of prone. They're not very healthy, and those are the ones that would have to worry if they get it. And I think the recommendation I've been hearing is those people should really stay home.
Yeah,
and just try to avoid it in the meantime, at least maybe, I don't know for how long, but I would probably say until a vaccine maybe is already out in use. Yeah, but that's going to be a big one to consider. Yeah, for sure.
Well, that's my grandma, she's been very, very just skeptical of just going outside. She wants to make sure that she's all fully prepared to be, out there and ready to go. But yeah, she's.
Are you doing anything at home to like prevent it? Like, have you noticed like your habits I've been noticing my habits have been changing. I've been washing my hands pretty regularly, which is, I guess, is a good thing now.
Well, I normally don't wash my hair on a regular basis, but yes, I've been taking full showers, a lot of hand sanitizer within the house. And then with my dogs, I've recently heard that, animals can get it too. So I'm making sure that,
you mean my Tootsie can get it?
Yes, it's very
I'm
serious.
gonna quarantine my cat.
I'm already quarantining my dogs right now. So they, I don't want them to get it. So I'm also giving them some CBD in their water, making sure that
CBD in their water. So we do a CBD enhanced massage where you can add the CBD to massage.
Yes. My favorite. I love it with all my massages. So
when I usually think weed, it's like, obviously I want to get high from it, but CBD, you don't get high. Why is that?
Well, CBD, it's organically extracted from hemp, so there's no THC in there at all whatsoever. So it's more for like the medicinal healing purposes behind it. So, but it's been a high demand, and we actually recently ended up partnering up with somebody that does CBD, and all of our customers love it. So it's one of those high demands that's been a really good, huge success on our end. We carry anything from ointments to tinctures, roll-ons, coconut oil. This new night spray that recently came out, and it helps really, really good for people who can't sleep. So that's one of my favorites because I do have trouble sleeping. Have you?
My last massage that I did, I did CBD. I came out as lucid as a noodle, but I was like half asleep. I was so tired. I was almost scared to go drive in the car after that. So I ended up just getting another massage.
Yeah, I think that's the best thing to do. I think sometimes customers are like, can we just lay here for like an extra 10 more minutes? And they're like, I just feel like a noodle right now. I can't get out.
Yeah.
So.
I'm starting to see a lot of businesses definitely get affected by the coronavirus. And, whether it's a real thing, whether coronavirus is really something that people should be worried about or not, it's going to affect some businesses. It'll probably affect ours. It's definitely affected a lot of other massage establishments. But, for the consumer, it might be a good thing because they'll probably get some great deals. We've, even though we haven't slowed down, we've implemented some really good deals for March. Do you know the current deals that are going on?
Yeah, we have some really good current deals going on. We have our current deal right now for our promo, which is Super 5 for the month of March. So you get $5 off, save some bucks there.
How do they use that?
They basically are able to bring it in store, or they can use it online.
Okay, so if they're part of our mailing list, they probably got it. Or I assume they could probably print it off of our Instagram page or our Facebook page.
Yeah, we have a lot of social media right now going on, so they can go ahead and print it out there, bring it in. It's definitely, one of those things where everybody wants to be able to afford something. And when you're doing, discounts, it does help everybody in their end, especially with, pocket and everything like that. So the cost, and our prices are very affordable right now. So, and I think that's overall with the current deals that we have, because we have a deal of the week that goes out every Monday. It's a really popular one just because, again, our prices are pretty affordable, but at least I know customers get really stoked when they're able to get it a little bit more at a discounted price, where they just purchase it online, they bring the voucher, they have it on their phone, and then, they don't have to pay for anything else unless they wanted to add anything else to their service. So yeah, it's a good one.
Cool. Very cool. So we got the deal of the week, we got the Super 5 deal. I always recommend people, because I've always have friends call me, hey, can I get a discount at your store? Just go to the deal of the week on Mondays. There's always a deal of the week. You don't have to ask about any current discounts. There's always a current discount. It's on Monday. It goes live at 10 a.m. at happyheadmassage.com.
Yeah, you know what? It's funny that you say that too, because I always get, some of my friends asking about it. I'm like, honestly, I was like, just go on the deal of the week, because that's the best way to get it. I usually get it for my aunts and, my family that come in, just because it's at a good price. So they come in and I just send it to them as a little surprise, and then I send them the locations and they're good to go. So
should we do like a coronavirus deal? Coronavirus 10.
You know what?
$10
I see that being a big hit. I think people would actually come in here and they'd use it because, one, they're getting at a good discount price, and then two, to kind of get their mind off the coronavirus. That'd be good.
Yeah, I think that would get their mind on the coronavirus if we use a code of coronavirus 10.
I think they'll,
You think it'll be fine?
I think they'll be fine.
How do we protect our pets? Because now you got me worried, because I love my cat Tootsie.
Oh my goodness.
If something happens to Tootsie, you know how much I love my cat.
I do. I know. You are so obsessed with your cat. It's literally, I've never even expected you to even care for a little living thing that is furry.
Am I that cold? That's horrible. They taught me bedside manner in chiropractic school. What are you talking about? Okay, here's the thing. I ended up getting a cat. And I've never liked cats. Mainly because when I was a kid, my mom would always tell me cats are bad luck. They cross the road in front of you, you're going to get bad luck, and the grandma's going to die, and it's going to be the end of the world. And then there was another one. She said that when they sleep on your chest, they suck the air out of you or something. So I don't know why she instilled all this crazy stuff in me. But then I got my cat Tootsie, and I fell in love with him. He's such a sweet cat.
Well,
so how do I keep him from getting coronavirus? Well, he's already quarantined. He's home. He's not going anywhere. He's stuck.
Well, the little fucker likes to get out sometimes, so he's quick.
getting out.
Yeah, he's quick, and you better hope he doesn't get out and catch the coronavirus. No, I'm just joking.
Should I put a little kitty mask on him?
I think right now is just not to. I know, for other people,
Bag with
they
holes.
take their dogs to the dog park, and you don't have to worry about that because you have a cat. So, but I think
I want to take my cat to the dog park. I want to take Tootsie there. Can I play with Lunchbox? Are you going to bring Lunchbox over?
Yes, I'll bring him over.
He's scared of Lunchbox.
He's not scared of Lunchbox. He actually adores Lunchbox. I seen him last time. He was trying to be all up in Lunchbox's business, but then when Lunchbox came over, he was just like, "Okay, you're a little bit too much for me." But he enjoys Lunchbox. They were having a good time last time.
So the one thing I recommend is cell phones are probably, and this is a big one, because I clean my cell phone every night, just with rubbing alcohol.
Oh, I don't clean my cell phone at all, and I have a whole bunch of makeup that I wear, and it just probably gets all.
I do, because if you ever clean your cell phone and with an alcohol pad, you'll see so much dirt on that alcohol pad, and it's every day it's like that. So there's so much dirt going on it. It's pretty nasty. So that's probably going to be a big recommendation, I think, cleaning your cell phones, especially again if you work in an office and other people use the phone. How many times you put it on your face and do that. So that's going to be a big one. So make sure all the staff know to clean their own phones, and the office phones have to be cleaned at the end of their shift and at the beginning of their shift.
Yeah.
So it's basically it's a double measure, because that way it's pretty much cleaned almost double time each time, because then the next staff member has to do the same thing. So it's clean double time.
Yeah, the girls, they've all been really, really doing their best to make sure that everything stays clean. I think I'm always hassling them in the morning, make sure you guys clean your station, sanitize your area, wipe down the mouths, the terminal. Yeah. And I think they, it's definitely synced in.
Yeah, and I noticed, customers also have been emailing us, I think you should keep, this clean and that clean and do it this way and do it that way. And we're going through all of those emails because, I'm trying to really figure out, what is the customer's mentality? What are they worried about? And what can we implement to ease those worries or to minimize them? Because again, there's no possible way to stop the spread of this stuff. It doesn't seem like at this point, unless you quarantine the entire world, which I think they're doing in Italy now. I can't really see that happening in America. I don't think anybody's gonna like, oh, you want to keep me at home now?
Yeah, I don't see anybody staying home in America.
Constitution said I can come out. That's
we have rights. No one can tell us anything. We're doing what we want.
Yeah, I don't think that whole catching with the net thing is gonna.
Oh yeah, that's not gonna work.
It's not gonna look good if it goes on the nightly news. I don't think that'll be a good one. So, that's not something we want on the news either. So. Double, triple, quadruple cleaning. Every single task, every single policy that we have in regards to cleaning, we're reviewing it over and over, making little tweaks to it, making sure that it's as clean as possible. We're looking into possibly even doing like professional daily cleaning service.
We're doing just a lot of that stuff too, because in general, I mean, even our therapists are really, scared of getting sick too in the process of our customers coming in. So it's like they've even came in, I want to say maybe 15 minutes early just to kind of knock out some things and like really, really detailed cleaning, especially with all of our sheets. We have like really high quality cleaning, chemicals that we use, so it's like those things, like you have to wear gloves because if not your skin will get burned. So and I think overall just making sure that the walls are clean too. And I love getting those emails from customers when they come in and they want us to clean the ATM or the outside doors or the couch, and everything from once some lady say that the paper towel dispenser, she wants us to clean that. I had that email come through, and I love that because
clean the cleaning.
Clean the cleaning throughout everything, and just make sure everybody's happy in the process, because our customers are the ones that come in and they make everything run for us, and we want to make sure that they're happy as well, and
we want to make sure nobody gets coronavirus,
and they're at ease. And
that's kind of really what it comes down to, because that's not going to be the funnest one. Happy had customer get coronavirus. That's the last thing we need. And of course, obviously, with us, just being in the industry where we're at with our therapists and all of them being Chinese and everything, just it puts us at a high standard, and obviously want to make sure that customers they're at ease too. So and if you're another massage parlor, clean your places up. Okay, I've been to some massage parlors that are so grimy and disgusting, and I didn't go there on purpose. Okay, I wasn't looking for the massage place with the little bell in the camera. Not again. No, I'm not doing that one. at least not here. Maybe in Thailand, but not here. Keep your stuff clean, man. Okay, because what happens is you have customers who go to different massage parlors, and the last thing we want is them also bringing some type of disease from one massage parlor to the other. And also for customers as well, making sure that you're doing all the necessary things at home to make sure that you're not spreading the disease. Because that's really important, because the reality is, we're keeping everything clean. None of our therapists have been to China recently. None of them have been exposed on anything. They're working all the time. So realistically, if there's going to be a spread of coronavirus, it can possibly come from a customer, and that's why it's so important after each and every customer, keep it clean as possible. Keep it clean as possible. Again, there's no 100% prevention unless you're completely shutting everything down, which the world will come to a standstill, and Netflix and Amazon should love that one.
Everybody will be just at home next
for like 6 months, just staring
Netflix.
at taking a long-term Netflix, Amazon. So what other things are there?
Well, let's see. We have, what else do we have going on right now? I think overall right now is just trying to get people to know where our new location's at. We have a new location that opened up in Terra Nova. So, that's right down the way from Bonita, which is great. I think it's going to do really well there. It's in a great area. And again, it's just getting people to know that we're out there. So if nobody has came out to come check it out, definitely come check it out. It's a great place. It's a great area. They have some shopping centers there, and the decor in there is amazing. Cool. So we have phenomenal therapists too.
And it's brand new, so more clean than
brand new and more clean.
More clean.
More clean. Everything's
You're in cleaner.
Well, so come to that one first now.
Listen, keep up the keep cleaning the places as much as possible. Keep informing the customers. Letting everybody know. And that's really all we can do now. Until this whole virus thing blows over, or until everybody on this planet gets it, and then it goes away after that also. So
until we're all freaking quarantined and not able to do anything through the process.
We'll have to start doing house calls at that point. From Happy Head of House Calls.
I like it. We can do house calls.
Well, listen, Charleen, thanks for coming out. Okay. I know it's late in the day. It's like already 11 o'clock at night. We had a long work day, but we just spent the last few hours again going over our policies for cleaning, and I want to make sure that it is 100%, that we cover each and every base, and And that's gonna be it, Char.
Yeah, absolutely.